So finally, Star Trek is kind of coming back to its roots with a show, with a series, and it feels like it might be particularly timely just with its ideals and, what the show explores. What do you think? Do you think it's a good time for Star Trek to return? And
Oh yeah, I mean, I think any time is a good time for Star Trek to return because it's a great show. But man, I think the world right now could use like a lot of compassion and open-mindedness. I think that could do us wonders, and this is a show that is a hallmark of. So it's the storytelling that we're doing is very welcome to me and is a solve for my wounds. So I hope it can provide that for other people too.
so, what made you want to take on this role and join Star Trek Discovery?
Well, honestly, it came out of the blue to me. It was offered to me. I didn't even know they were doing a new Star Trek series. And when I got that, it was like an email in the middle of the night, like, "Are you interested in being a part of Star Trek?" I was like, "Uh-huh." It was just a crazy situation that I never would have predicted for myself, in the sense that I'm such a fan of these worlds and fan of Star Trek, a fan of science fiction and fantasy and comic books and video games, and like I'm such a geek that I love being an audience member that I never really thought about whether I would ever be a part of it myself.
What are you most excited for fans to see?
I'm most excited for fans to see the depth and complexity of our story and of the characters and of the world that we're creating. And I'm really, really, really proud of it.
So, what's been the most exciting part for you of joining the Star Trek franchise?
Just playing a great role. I mean, it's such a, I don't want to say too much, but I've got such an enjoyable part to play as an actor that it's just a pleasure. It's a pleasure to go to work, and then for it also to be something that's got such a history and so big is a bonus. It's a great bonus.
Yeah, what can you tell us about your character? Just describe in a couple words about what fans are going to see.
I play Lieutenant Ash Tyler. He's a Starfleet officer. We meet him as a POW in a prison cell. He's been through horrible, horrible things, and we follow him as he tries to find some kind of normality back on the ship and try and make his way through. If he gets it or not is another question.
So what sets Star Trek Discovery apart from what we've seen before in the Star Trek universe?
Well, I think the way we're going to tell the stories because of the fact that we're doing the show again, why do Star Trek now other than thematically why we all want to do it now, which we've talked a lot about today, but the ability to tell these stories on a streaming network and to unfold them slowly in a more serialized fashion is going to be really different and allow our amazing writers to explore these characters in a way you haven't seen before.
I think the other thing that's going to be a lot different is, though a lot of action will happen on the bridge, it's not completely locked and centered on the bridge. I mean, a lot of our characters aren't fully formed yet in terms of their careers, where they're at in Starfleet, who they are as people. So there's a lot of below decks storytelling as well. And you're going to be meeting people who aren't necessarily in charge of things yet. They may want to be, but they aren't. So I think it's going to be something different for people to enjoy as we watch them strive for things that they don't have yet.